Hello fellow YouTubers and viewers, welcome back to another video, and also welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. This game is more than words, honestly. Last time, we had some cake by the ocean with Yui. That's all I can say. Yui went fishing and so did I. And now after all that, I have to go on a final date with Scarlet. Now, I don't really want to be with Scarlet anymore. I used to. For the past 4 episodes, I've wanted to, because she's super hot, super smart, and she's really cute. But now that I know Yui a little bit more, and she gave me that beautiful speech, just absolutely beautiful. I mean, that was better than fucking Charlie Chaplin's Dictator speech. I mean, that was absolutely heart palpitating. I cannot even express how beautiful that truly was that she told me. Now that I have to be with Scarlet here, I don't really want to. I want to be with Yui. But at the same time, I wonder what Scarlet will be like. I wonder if she's probably going to try and convince me to marry her, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Now I want to marry Scarlet. Now I want to marry Yui, whatever. We'll just have to see. But without that said and done, Find Love or Die Trying. I found Scarlet in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book, with a pile of books next to her. They looked worn, as if they'd been read over and over through the years. Hey there, Scarlet. What you reading? Hi, Kanjo. Just an old fairy tale. Really? I'm surprised you read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of varied tastes. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? It's called The Princess of Avaranda. Oh shit, that's the book that what's her face? Kat told me to get last episode. Huh. I wonder what the significance of that book is. Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested. Try me. I smiled at her. She smiled back at me in kind. Okay. I don't see why not. Whoa, new pose. Oh boy. This is cool. There's a young girl, Nera, who is the princess of the kingdom of Avaranda, which was far, far away from civilization. Unlike other princesses before her, she had no time for politicking or parties. She spent all her time building all sorts of gadgets for her family and her friends, like a robot dog that would eat the vegetables they didn't want to eat. Ooh, I gotta try my hand at this sometime. Scarlet giggled like a child. Nera has a blissfully happy childhood. She even falls in love with a commoner named Aloria. Though her kindness would never approve of their relationship. Though her kingdom would never approve of their relationship, Nera and Aloria never fail to see each other in secret. Every night, by the crooked trees in the western forests. That sounds familiar. You know, those little subplots that we've been reading in the dark? I think this might be a little callback or a reference. Or maybe... Maybe that takes place in the book. Who knows? Well, that wouldn't make any sense because they were referring to me as my name, Kanjo. So, probably not. But that's a good guess. Very interesting. But those days don't last. One day, her mother, the queen, is taken by a witch, never to be seen again. And Nera is forced to become queen at the age of 16. In her mother's absence, Nera does her best to lead the kingdom, and for years it prospers. She's like no other leader they've had before, But secretly, she wants to leave. As queen, she has no more time for the things or people that she loved with all her heart. She cries every night alone. But she knows she can't. Too much responsibility falls on her. Then one day, Nera is cursed by the same witch that took her mother, and forgets everything. Her name, her family, her kingdom. That sounds like me! This is just the story of this game! Was I a queen? Everything except for Aloria, and the desire to leave. And so she leaves, and no one in the village ever sees her again. I won't bore you with the rest of the story, but thanks for listening till now. Ah, come on. Believe me, Scarlet. I want to hear this to the end. Especially because you like it so much. I looked deep into her eyes, and I could tell just how much she loved this story. Well, there's really not much left, but... Well, Nera and Aloria live a wonderful life in a neighboring kingdom for many years. But one day, she remembers everything and rushes home, worrying for her people. When she gets there, she sees her people have been ruled by the very same witch who took her memory, and that her people no longer prosper the way they did under her rule. In anger, Nera confronts the witch on the border of Averanda. The witch takes off her cowl, revealing herself to be Nera's mother, the Lost Queen. Nera's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again, or she can leave now and never come back. And that's where the story ends. You never get to know what choice Nera makes. That's quite the cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. Believe me, me too. I'm curious. What would you do in Nera's shoes? Is this gonna directly affect the ending of this game? I wonder. I'd stay in the kingdom. Why would I go to one kingdom? Wait, hold on. What was the thing again? She can return to ruling her kingdom, but she can never leave again. Oh, I see. She can leave now and never come back. Leave now and never come back. Honestly? Leave the kingdom. I think I'd leave and never come back. Interesting. Why's that? There's no point in living without love. Even if it was better for the kingdom for Nera to stay, it would guarantee her love could never be realized. Now, I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't thinking about love at all. I was thinking, what's the fucking point? If one kingdom doesn't rule over the other, and I just happen to be in another kingdom that is better than the one that I used to be from, why would I go to that other kingdom? Like, what if the kingdom that I'm at right now goes into shit, you gotta think, selfishly sometimes for a logistical outcome, if I'm being honest. Besides, with that fucking hag of a mother, fuck that bitch. And that's just too sad. I think the same way. Bullshit. I've loved this story ever since I lost my memories. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you wonder, Yeah, I get the same feeling too. Oh, I love water. That's just life, You have to keep moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy that you're the one I get to move forward with, Kanjo. Ah, fuck. Don't do this to me! You know how I feel? Fuck you! Fuck you! Damn you! I don't want this. Oh, fuck you, man. You're such a dick. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with right here, right now. Oh, this sucks ass! I hope when they get back home, they erase their memory again, so that they don't have to remember my ass. And speaking of right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you love fairy tales. Oh my gosh! There's turtles down here! Turtles! She was practically dancing around the room, taking in all the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace just might be your thing. Scarlet practically jumped onto me and squeezed the life out of me in a deathly bear hug. This is wonderful, Kanjo! Thank you so much! You've made everything so special, in ways I honestly couldn't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. God, I feel like oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, this feels like I feel bad. I feel like a bad person. I feel like a shitty fucking person. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips after I made love to Yui on the fucking beach. It was like an explosion of passion had set me on fire as she kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. Always. We looked deep into each other's eyes. Then, in a split second, the room became pitch black. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face, much less Scarlet. Kanjo? Looks like there's a blackout. Scarlet held my hand tight. Maybe she was afraid of the dark. I didn't have a chance to respond before I heard a rush of footsteps coming towards us in the dark. Something isn't right. Oh no! We were surrounded. A familiar voice cut through the short silence of me holding my breath. I'm sorry, Kanjo. You just didn't make the cut. We've got to get out of here. Just make it quick, please. I could hear the woman that voice belonged to walk away. What? I could hear the woman that voice belonged to walk away. Oh, okay. I dashed from the table, pulling Scarlet along with me. What's going on? Who are... Just come with me. We've got to get out of... I didn't even make 5 steps before I was tackled down and cuffed behind my back. Kanjo! I screamed for her to run, but they made sure no sound could escape as they pinned me to the ground. Scarlet! You've got to run! Get out of here! It was no use. Even though she was just a few feet away, I was powerless to get an inch closer. They tackled her down in a second. I heard the clink of the cuffs as they dragged her away. I struggled with everything I had to get up, to save her, to run, for what felt like an eternity. Then, nothing. Looks like the ratings weren't good. Oh my god. The fuck is this? Oh my god! They've got test tubes! They're gonna harvest my semen! I woke up on an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls, the smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. There was a nearby table littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. Fuck, this is turning me on. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Scarlet! You there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Kanjo. Kat was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry. Scarlet is doing fine. She's just taking a little nap. Kat! What's going on? You've got to help me. I was just on my date with Scarlet when everything went dark and these guys fucking kidnapped us and... I know, Kanjo. I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. Get me out of here! At this point, there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Kat! Don't do this! I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here! I want to get back to my life! Whatever it is! Please! Not today, Kanjo. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves! A world without time or color! I'm back. This time, it's as if I'm sitting in an audience, watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I'd been separated from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I found myself praying that she's safe, if anything happened to her. For a moment, the world exploded with color. Always the hero, aren't you, Kanjo? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. The new rules. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you I'm done talking. Goodbye, Kunjo. Escape the island? What?
Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero got some life left in him. You know, Kunjo, you're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up and I think you'd be the perfect fit!
Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. Zzz. Oh, that's how you want to play. It's on. Ow! Rise and slime, sheepyhead. Did I say rise and slime, sheepyhead? Ow, ow, ow! Did you just hit me? What? Me? Never in a million years. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name is... I can't remember my name. Really now? You've got to be joking. I'm dead serious. I can't remember a thing. Who knows? Maybe it might be for the better. Luckily, we've got your name on file, Kunjo. My name's Kat. It's nice to meet you. You're the star of our new show, Find Love or Die Trying. Let me get you up to speed. What the fuck's going on? How on earth did I get into this mess? I'm somehow stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere, and I'm in an insane dating show from hell. Bro, this is just like DDLC. From what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish this show with a fiance, or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth, and if they found out, they'd kill all of us. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital, like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seem nice. Allie's quite something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I've still got no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it. I'll figure that out later. Tara marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool, but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, the show must go on. And that's why Kunjo is the perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. It's like bullshit map they show you on screen in a movie. You're late to the party, Kunjo. Now that we're all together, it's time to explain the rules of the show. Kunjo, one of the 5 lovely women here is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 days. Own over 3 dates with each of them. 3? Wait a second. 3? There was 2, though, before. Then, on the 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you. 10th day? Oh my god. Wait. 10th day? 9 days? What? Hold on. You'll get to know each of the... I don't understand. This is. Hold on. Next 9 days? Are you fucking kidding me? This is too much. I can't. What the fuck is this? Kunjo, one of the 5 lovely women here is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 days. Over 3 dates with each of them. You'll get to... Then on the 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you. So I've got 10 days to save my life. So without further ado, who do you want to spend time with? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the chance to really talk with any of them yet. Don't think of that way. Think of it as who do you want to talk to the most right now. Alright. Well, I guess I'd like to spend today's alone time with... Hold on a second. I forgot to tell you something really important. She pulled me aside. This should be far enough. So the girls think you'll be asking any of the 5 of them for a date. But really, I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically, everybody but Yui and Scarlett. Oh! Why is that? Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way. And you know how important it is to get high ratings, right? I don't really have a choice, do I? Nope. Glad we're on the same page, Kunjo. So without further ado, we walked back to the girls. Oh, fuck! Just Monica. Just Monica. Who do you want to go on your first date with? Who's the most likable? Violet seems like a cool girl. Yeah. Violet. All right. We'll make it happen. I had just gone outside the mansion to find Violet when a white limousine drove up and stopped in front of me. One stepped out from the driver's seat and walked towards me. Kunjo, good day. Please do enter. What's with the formal talk? Please just get in the car, Kunjo. You already heard what she did to my bro. Huh? He opened the passenger door and ushered me inside. To my bro? Is he talking about Six? The one that died? Or whatever? I shrugged and went inside. What's the worst that could happen on a death game dating show? We sat in silence as one drove me to what looked like some sort of fancy restaurant that escorted me inside. Oh, it's the same place. Bonjour, suitor. I trust my new butler brought you here safely? Yeah, he did. What's going on, Violet? I thought I would give you a chance to have some alone time with the star of the show is all. I am told this is what people do when they are courting. Have you ever been on a date before? Of course I have. And I've read all the manuals on the subject. I'll have you know I've studied every book of the Lusty New Asian Maid, series, and know them all by heart. I'm impressed. Impressed, I'm sure. I am impressed, honestly. That's a lot of books. I'm impressed, Violet. Oh, it was nothing. Oh, fuck off. You totally wanted me to say something. Pardon my interruption. I bought your food. Please be seated, honored guests. Violet and I sat at a table in the center of the palace, as one placed each dish onto the table one by one. He seemed to linger over the meatballs as he brought them over. Thank you, one. Please don't hold yourself back. Don't think I will. This food looks incredible, and probably more than my life. You're right on both counts, Kunjo. I'm ecstatic that you like the assortment. I planned it myself. You're a chef? You could say that. What do you mean? Anyway, tell me more about yourself, Kunjo. There's not too much to say. Amnesia is a hell of a drug. You do not remember your past? Yeah, bummer, right? Then rest assured, I will find the finest scientists in all the land to help you recover your memory when this is over. That would be great. Thanks, Violet. Think nothing of it. It's the duty of those with more to give back, no? Though, have you ever thought perchance that this is actually a blessing in disguise? What do you mean? Many of us would be happier not knowing what drags us down. That may be true, but still, I need to know. You sound just like the reference examples in the romance manuals. Consider me impressed. You know, those manuals are just regular old fiction novels, right? Ha! You're quite funny, Kunjo. An admirable trait to have. I like that. Anyway, you haven't told me much about yourself, Violet. Who are you? What do you do for fun? I'd like to know. Being the scion of the Valentines does not leave much time for fun, I'm afraid. Even on this show, I spend most of my walking hours managing the Valentine's restaurant business. But I suppose, if I have a spell of time, I enjoy baking. I don't get it. Why are you embarrassed by liking baking? Everybody has a hobby. Baking is something of a servant hobby, according to my parents. When they found out I was enjoying that, well, they made sure to stop me from ever doing it again, with all the restaurant work. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? You know what? I do know of what, but what do you mean? Bruh, who cares what your parents think? Here, on this island, is in a million miles out, they can't stop you. And how about we find some time together to make up for lost time? She laughed like a child. That would be wonderful, Kanjo. I'll make some time on my calendar for you. We spent the next few hours enjoying the finest meal that money could buy. Each course was better than the last, just like each chapter of the lusty new Asian maid, according to Violet. Something tells me that the same applies to every moment I'll share together with her, with Violet. I stumbled back to my room and plopped on my... Who'd be coming at this hour? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Kanjo. Sorry to bother you this late. It's all right. What's up, Cat? Don't mind me. Just gonna make myself real comfortable. Cat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Fuck off! I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? Ooh, that's different. You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show. And that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing and making sure you're doing your best on ratings. That's nice of you. Thanks, Kat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. You son of a bitch. Back to what I'm here for. Your date today with Violet was a ratings knockout. You and Violet started a little bit frosty, but by the end, I think we saw you two warm up to each other. A bit. Thank you. That said, we need something more than that, if we're going to make the world believe she's your first soulmate candidate. So let's heat things up with some more competition, pizzazz, romance. Tomorrow, I want you to find who your second soulmate candidate is, and ask them out on a date instead. Let's try this then. I'd rather go on a second date with Violet tomorrow. I get that it would be worse for ratings, but I'd rather just spend more time with Violet tomorrow. I feel like there's something just under the surface that I'm reaching, and I want to know what that is with her. It's sweet of you to say that, really. And in a perfect world, you'd be able to do just that. But if you do that, the show's ratings won't be high enough, and if ratings aren't high enough, they'll axe the show, and your life with it, even if it's not the last day yet. In some messed up way, that almost makes sense. You're quick on the uptake. I'd almost think it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you. It's getting late, and we've both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Kanjo. Good. She was gone before I had the chance to finish. Guess it's time to call it a night. The sound of waves. Hey. I can hear her call out to me within a dream. It's you. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on the show? They could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are breakable, you know. That's what you told me.
I meant every word I said!
She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? Then you set the meat around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute. Couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Kunjo. How do you do? I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'd say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. Mom! Ah! Ah! It's delicious! I did it! Oh my gosh! Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant! This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst. Hey, Violet. What is it, Kunjo? Is this what you cooked? Or is this what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contentedly. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 2 days, but still, it counts for something. And on that nice soup meal, that is where this video ends. I thank you all for joining me tonight. And I'll see you guys in the next video of Find Love or Die Trying. Okay. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. But not before I edit this video. I sound like that one guy from TikTok. Top 10 reasons to... You know, that one AI voice? Alright, I'm done. That's that. Bye.